Alright, hey everyone. My name is Sammy and welcome back to my Stream Theory playthrough of Assassin's Creed 4, where I will play the game live while also providing analysis and commentary as I go. So I think I want to first point out a few things I learned about the story from looking at the past archiving. Going through it, each archive video I go through to make sure I mark all of the discussion topics, and I put those in the description on the YouTube videos, so you can quickly skip to those segments in the video. While I was reviewing that stuff, I learned a little bit more about the story, just because I'm able to pay attention as I'm able to pay attention as a viewer rather than someone trying to interact with the game. So it's a lot easier for me to pay attention to things like dialogue while I'm interacting with the game. All right, some combat here, but I can still talk. And what I learned was actually the dialogue during the tailing mission a few main missions ago. I think Sequence 9 Memory 1 was the dialogue there made it pretty clear what the observatory actually does, or at least one function of the observatory. And it's unfortunate really that you're focused so much on just trying to do the tailing mission, you can't really pay attention at all to that dialogue. It seems pretty important what the observatory does. Alright, I'll board here, even though I have a ship on my tail. And I think I picked up on the fact that the observatory is used for spying on people, but the key detail that I missed was that you need a sample of their blood to make the observatory work. Now, how it works, I don't know exactly, but important thing there is the missions were centered around collecting vials of blood that would then you could use the observatory to spy on people. So there in the dialogue it also mentioned how, well, the main person they wanted to spy on was King George himself. They wanted to get the king's blood to use the observatory and spy on the king. But other than that, they also collected all of the Templars' blood as a sort of insurance policy. Those were the words used. Insurance. Insurance was the word that was used. Okay, send to fleet. And thereby, Kenway, working with, what is his name, Roberts? The Sage. Character known as the Sage. They were able to take advantage of that detail, collecting a few of the Templars' blood with the intent to use it, the observatory. Use the blood with the observatory and then spy on the Templars, turn the tables on them. So knowing that stuff about what's going on with the story helps a lot figuring out what is actually going on. So it's unfortunate that those important details were behind, a dialogue sequence during an interactive, or dialogue during an interactive sequence, making it very difficult to actually make that stuff work. Okay, where am I exactly? Oh man, okay, it actually put me so far above where I wanted to be. This is not, I think I left the game around here. I don't know why it would pit me or warp me all the way back up here. So because of that, I'm going to I'm just gonna fast travel to where I really want to go, because I wasn't supposed to start here anyway. I don't know. For some reason I got warped over here. So I think what I want to do is I want to finish up this quadrant today. Let's work on that. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to travel all that way, especially since I did not intentionally travel back up to this top portion here. Unless I want to do the legendary ship, which I'm not sure if I'm ready for that today. So I'll use that as an excuse to warp. If I warp here, I can probably do another one of these great white sharks, which I need more of. I'll do that. Alright, so it's a shame that the game puts a lot of important details in those dialogue sequences because they're so easy to miss, and it doesn't really do a good job of repeating those details to make sure we catch them. And me as a player, very hard for me to keep track of that details at the same time. Very difficult, I think. So I'm heading towards that shark. I'm actually heading the wrong way. Good to know. So this game kind of offers a offers the wrong word, but it's a double whammy in terms of the way the story works. The storytelling, not only is the story weak for much of the game, but also its storytelling isn't that great as far as helping you retain those details. I mean, I enjoy, for the most part, of the preservation of interactivity when you, okay, I don't think I'm gonna level 20, I think I'm just gonna sink it. The preservation of interactivity is great, I approve of that, but not at the expense of actually being able to pay attention to the story. There are ways to get around that. I think I touched upon that earlier. One way to do that is to decrease the level of interactivity so that you are able to do that multitasking very well. You know, you're able to interact while also paying attention to the story. And I think a tailing mission on some level has a decreased level of interactivity, but just the fact that you're trying to stay hidden and strategically determine how you're going to follow these guys without being spotted, it's just a hair above being like a easy enough to allow that multitasking to happen. Why a lot of those walk and talk moments in games, various games, like Uncharted does this a lot. Uncharted series has done like walk and talks where you're still interacting, characters talk to each other, and you're able to learn important details about the story, what their intentions are, characters' intentions.
Any sighting?
But another way to do that is, alright, I gotta get ready for this. Another way to do that is, I suppose, just have a cutscene. You're able to have complete attention on the story.
Ah, yes.
Actually, cutscene doesn't have interactivity, so as far as preserving interactivity, the other way is to make sure you have as much missed. That was close. The other way is to provide a little bit of redundancy to those important details so that you can pick up those details over time, and your retention of story will go up.
That sea dog's almost done for. The sea dog's ours.
All right. So with 4 of these, there are 2 upgrades that require 2 of these great whites. So this is the 3rd one.
A fine hole today, sir.
So it's really a shame about this game that the story has been weak for about the first half. The second half, the story is getting a little bit better, more involved, providing a little bit more motivation to keep playing the game. Like, I think I need that story hook to keep me going. Pure interactivity and exploration isn't quite enough for me. So it's great that the second half finally offers that, but the double whammy with the poor storytelling techniques that it keeps relying on, over the course of the game. It's not just like a one-off thing. I've commented on this multiple times. Each time it has done this, and each time it has done this, I've missed important story details that I would have to go back to the stream archive to be able to pick up on those details and keep up with the story. Yeah, it's really a real shame about this, and I hope that future Assassin's Creed games remedy that, they fix that. I mean, I don't think that sort of storytelling flaw has been a problem in past Assassin's Creed games, so maybe it's just this specific team working on Assassin's Creed, they overlooked that detail in telling a story properly. Alright, so I'm heading there. Be close now. Besides that catch up on the story, those story details. Today I'm not sure if I can manage a proper mission today. I'll probably just do a lot of side quest stuff because today with my schedule, on Thursdays I just can't do a full 2+ hour stream. The larger streams I do on the other times in the week. Today I can probably usually manage like a half day, hour, not 1 hour max. And I don't have to leave a mission unfinished like I did last week. I want to avoid that situation. So side quests are a little easier to manage as far as that, because they're a lot shorter. And it won't be a big deal if I have to leave a side quest unfinished. Alright, so hopefully this one's another good one. I really I've been appreciating some of these underwater diving missions a little bit more than like some of the first few that I've seen. The map. Alright, this looks like a more of the typical open style, which I don't really like. They've been really bad about providing hiding spots and stuff, like the more directed experiences that give you interesting scenarios to try and work your way through, like underwater puzzles and stuff like that, or different varying styles of gameplay weaving together. This one just looks like a standard exploration, hide from the shark type of diving mission. Yep, there's a shark, see, and there's no hiding spot anywhere. I guess there's one here technically, but it's like really out of the way. And there's a chest over there that I need to get to. I just have to wait. Hope that he doesn't spot me. Which is not a great deal for me, really. Alright, I made it to the chest. Which helps out a lot. I need to get to whatever that air thing is, because trapped. Okay, where is the air? Aha. Need this because I'm running out. And where in this ship exactly is the... Aha. I see one here, and I'll go after it now because I see it right away. Ah, that's just a tease. Alright. Somewhere different way. This one's probably the most complicated one I've seen so far, which isn't great. Alright, I need to head down. Come on, Kenway. Yeah, this really stinks. This is why I don't like these missions at all. It's basically impossible to get away from these guys. And it's so easy, like, the controls aren't that great, it's so easy to get stuck in the environment all the time. Just no fun dealing with this stuff. Alright, we're back to here. Okay, I think I'm going to need... I want to get to this, but I already need some air. I have to actually go over here. Yeah, see? As soon as I leave the ship, there's already like 3 sharks around the area. It's just a little too difficult. And the expectations of this diving sequence are a bit unrealistic. Especially since the controls aren't great, the sharks are super fast, hiding spots are very few. It's just like a perfect storm of not a lot of fun. Alright, so where is this? Here, probably? I'm trying to find this thing. See on my map. Like in the ship somewhere. But I can't find wherever entrance leads me to the below decks. Just wasting a lot of air too, trying to find this thing. Alright, I have to get air now. I'll die. Yeah, see, how am I supposed to get away from that shark while exploring this ship? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Why they would design it like that. I really don't see any way to find where this could be. Unless it's like really far down. The only way I can get there down there is I have to get through the shark. And there's 0 hiding spots on the way. Absolutely none. Okay, I see it now. It is in here. Honestly, I think they just need fewer sharks in this sort of in this environment. All right. So, eel. Keep that in mind. The chest first. Okay, so this one's one of the examples of a bad diving area. Not really fun to me. But I'll just keep going. Okay, nowhere near the eel. I saw the eel and got away from it, or I tried to get away from it, but apparently even if you're 10 feet away, counts as... Alright, so, how do I want to approach this? Go this way. Alright, I see it. I guess you have to get to it from here, looks like. Alright, so they teased it from the other side. And there are chests here as well, somewhere. One here. Yep, see it. I think I've made pretty clear why I don't like these segments. I'm not sure if I have anything else interesting to say about this stuff. Mostly just gonna be me raging. And there's the other one. Okay, see? Really hard to navigate. I mean, how do I compete against sharks? Especially with this number of sharks. Just not really that fair. So here are some hiding spots, finally. I can hide here. Alright, there's a chest in here somewhere. Of course, an eel. If I get even marginally close to it, it'll activate. Destroy me. I guess the only solace about this game is that at least there are some diving segments that are done well. So I'm glad to have seen those. Just not a whole lot. There are way fewer than I'd like. Apparently there was an eel there. No idea about that. Okay, where is this? Eat something on the map, but I can't find it. Aha, hidden. Well, not really hidden, but kind of out of the way to the point where I'm not really looking for it. Okay. So, I need to get up here, get this, and have enough air to get back, I think. So, I don't know. Kind of screwed, I think. Unless I go really fast. That chest. Alright, I'll try to go as fast as possible and get back to the ship as fast as possible. Blue hole. Done. One crappy diving segment out of the way. Glad for that. Alright. Shark sucks. Okay, so I'm trying to head towards the beginning as fast as possible. There are like a million sharks in the way.